Very much. The Honorable Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture, the Chief Director of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, the Managing Director of ARB Apex Bank, officials from the African Development Bank unit and the Ministry of Finance, staff of the ministry, project implementation team, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all of you. It is a privilege to welcome you all to this brief but important ceremony, which marks the official signing of an agreement between the Ministry of Food and Agriculture and ARB Apex Bank for the management of the $1 million revolving fund under the Food and Nutrition Security Resilience Project, funded by the Global Agriculture and Food Security Project or Program, GAFSP. Let me begin by extending on behalf of the government and people of Ghana our heartfelt appreciation to GAFSP for the generous 20 million grant aimed at building resilience for food and nutrition in the Northern Savannah Ecological Zone. I also wish to commend the African Development Bank for its steadfast partnership and invaluable technical support throughout the design and mobilization of this facility. This project currently being implemented in 12 selected districts across 6 regions, namely the 5 northern regions and the OT region. It's a focused and strategic investment. By concentrating our efforts in a smaller number of districts, we aim to achieve maximum and measurable impact. The project is anchored in the successful experiences of the Savannah Investment Program, SIP, and seek to scale up proven interventions, reaching more beneficiaries, especially women and youth, who are often the most vulnerable in our agricultural communities. The ultimate objective of this project is to increase farmer incomes and support household nutrition, particularly among women-headed households, through a well-integrated package of interventions, including 1, improved access to climate-smart agricultural inputs for key staple crops, maize, rice, soybean, cowpea, and groundnut. 2, enhanced mechanization through the provision of handheld agricultural equipment tailored to smallholder needs. And 3, deployment of solar-powered micro-irrigation kits to boost dry season vegetable production. 4, promotion of household poultry production to enhance access to affordable, nutritious food. And 5, the establishment of this $1 million revolving fund to improve access to affordable, low-interest financial services for value chain actors involved in production and product development. This holistic intervention is fully aligned with government's Agriculture for Economic Transformation Agenda, ITA, and the recently launched Feed Ghana program. Together, these initiatives form a cohesive national strategy to build a sustainable, inclusive, and resilient food system capable of transforming lives and communities across the country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's signing of the fund management agreement with ARB Apex Bank marks a pivotal milestone in the implementation of this project. ARB Apex Bank was carefully selected for this role due to its extensive network of rural and community banks, which are well rooted in the project's operational areas. This structure offers the greatest potential for reaching our target beneficiaries where it matters most, at the grassroots. The fund comes at a particularly opportune moment. It will support smallholder farmers, especially women groups engaged in vegetable production and the cultivation of women-led crops such as groundnut, cowpea, and soybean to access timely and affordable credit. In addition, micro enterprises and agribusinesses operating along the agricultural value chain will also benefit from the facility to expand their operations and improve their resilience. I am especially pleased that this revolving fund has been designed with an interest rate of just 10% and a flexible repayment schedule, making it truly accessible to those who need it most. It also complements government's ongoing efforts to de-risk agricultural lending through the Ghana Incentive-Based Risk-Sharing Agricultural Lending (GAFSP) scheme. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we believe this initiative will go a long way in empowering our women farmers, boosting household incomes, and addressing the root causes of rural poverty and hunger. But the true impact of this fund will depend on how effectively and responsibly it is managed and disbursed. As such, I urge all stakeholders, particularly the project implementation unit, ARB Apex Bank, and the rural and community banks, to work with urgency, transparency, and dedication to ensure the efficient administration and sustainable use of the fund. Our goal must be to see the outcomes of this intervention reflected in tangible improvements in the lives of our farmers and the resilience of our food systems. In closing, I wish to once again thank the GAFSP Secretariat, the African Development Bank, and all our development partners for their unwavering support. Let us continue to work hand in hand to transform Ghana's agricultural landscape for the better. Thank you very much for your audience.